Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. We're going to continue with our Pine Tar Baseball Best of 7. The 1986 Mets taking on the 1974 Oakland A's. The A's lead the series 3-1. This is Game 5. And the A's hope to close off the Metropolitans and send the New Yorkers back home sobbing. The A's will send Catfish Hunter to the mound. Winner of Game 2 will try to close the series off here in Game 5 in Oakland. The Mets send the doctor, Doc Gooden, up on the bump to stave off elimination and take the Metropolitans back to New York to play 2 more, hopefully. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. I'd like to say hello to Roger Ward and Dave Gardner. Hope all is well. As Dave Gardner is playing some History Maker Golf, check out that wonderful channel, and HockeyTournaments.com, as well as Digital to Dice. All right, for the Mets, leading off Lenny Dykstra in center field. Batting second, playing second, Wally Backman. Keith Hernandez will play first and bat third. Darryl Strawberry's in right and is the cleanup hitter. Gary Carter's behind the plate. He'll bat fifth. Mookie Wilson's out in left, batting sixth. Playing short and batting seventh is Kevin Mitchell. Hojo Howard Johnson will bat eighth and is the designated hitter. Ray Knight mans the hot corner, and he will bat ninth. As I stated, Gooden up on the bump for the Mets. For the 1974 Oakland A's, Billy North will lead off, designated hitter. Bert Campaneras will play short and bat second. Reggie Jackson's in right and will bat third. Sal Bando plays third and will be the cleanup hitter. Joe Rudi's at first, batting fifth. Gene Tenace behind the plate will bat sixth. Claudel Washington's in center field, batting seventh. Alou is out in left field. He'll bat eighth. And Dick Green will bat ninth and play second base. Catfish Hunter is up on the bump for the A's. And Jerry Mathers as the Beavers. So here we go. A's hoping to close out the series. Here's Lenny Dykstra, a left-handed batter against right-handed pitching. Reaches safely 0 through 37. The pitch from Jim Catfish Hunter. And that's going to be a 36. Dykstra will walk. First base is not occupied. So Dykstra walks, and he's definitely a threat to steal. Not a good start for Catfish. So Dykstra walks. Catfish Hunter is an A-plus pitcher all the way through the game. Maximum innings pitched before any modification, 8 innings. He has no automatic strikeouts or walks. Dwight Gooden on the road will start off for the first 2 times through the lineup as a C grade, and then for as long as he's in the game after that, a D grade. He has automatic strikeouts, 55 and 77. Maximum innings pitched is 7 before any pitcher modification. So Dykstra is at first. And he's an A stealer. And he can go anytime. Tenace has a -7 arm, excuse me. So Dykstra, 73% chance. He's going to go. Lenny Dykstra is going to go. Here's the pitch and the throwdown, and it's a 27. He is safe. So Lenny Dykstra steals second. He's in scoring position now for Wally Backman. Backman, the second baseman, right-handed batter. Sacrifice hit 59, so then we're not going to do that. Backman wants to at least hit this ball to the right side. Reaches safely 0 through 37. Hunter peeks over his shoulder towards second. Now the leg kick and the pitch to Wally Backman. That's going to be a 31. Backman, 31, and that's a walk. first base is not occupied. Let's get that off the thing. So back-to-back walks by Catfish Hunter, first and second, no outs. Here comes Keith Hernandez. Left-handed batter reaches safely 0 through 40. Hunter hoping for the double play ball. Tenace sets the target. The pitch to Hernandez. That's a 5. And that's going to be a 55. 55 off the Hernandez card. Ground ball, second base. This could be a double play ball here. Second base. No, it's not. They get the middle runner. Be first and third, 1 out. As Campaneras cannot turn 2. As Backman goes in hard into second base. So Dykstra advances to third. Backman is out. Hernandez reaches on the fielder's choice. 4-6. So first and third. 1 out. And I'll bring up Darryl Strawberry. RJL is at the ballpark. Says, let's go Mets. So here's the straw man. Strawberry. Left-handed batter reaches safely 0 through 39. Again, Hunter hoping for the double play ball as Green and Campaneras pinch the middle. Here's the pitch to the Strawberry. 3. My God, we rolled 3 zeros. So that's a double zero, normally a homer, but Catfish Hunter, A-plus pitcher, and that's going to take that homer right away. And that's going to be a walk. And first base is occupied, so it'll be 2 balls, no strikes. So after gonging a long foul ball, well, it's 2-1 now. They do it again to Strawberry. The windup and the pitch. Hunter fires in a much better result if you're an A's fan. That's a 70. And that's going to be a ground ball to second, double play, inning over. As that's going to go 4-6-3. And so Catfish Hunter pitches out of the jam. What a job. So the long foul ball that looked like a 3-run homer. 2-1 count. Strawberry bangs into the 4-6-3 double play as it went Green, Campaneras to Rudi. And the Mets strand 2. Golden opportunity lost for the Mets. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in Oakland. If the A's win, they close out the series. That's where that pitching grade comes in. That pitching grade just helped out tremendously. What would have been a 3-run homer. But an A-plus pitcher turns it into a walk. First base is occupied. And so it's, we said a 2-1 count because we said he hit the ball foul. All right, here come the Oakland A's. It'll be North, Campaneras, and Jackson to face the doctor, Dwight Gooden. If Billy North, switch hitter, he'll bat lefty against the right-handed throwing Gooden. Reaches safely 0 through 35. Carters. Lost my pen. There we go. Carter sets the target. The pitch to Billy North. That's going to be a 69. 69 off the North card. Ground ball to third. Knight over to Hernandez. 1 down. Remember, Gooden has automatic strikeouts. Yes, RJL. You guys were robbed, but that's what that A-plus does. Gooden has automatic strikeouts on 55 and 77. Here comes Bert Campaneras. Shortstop, right-handed batter. Reaches safely 0 through 34 against right-handed pitching. Gooden rocks and deals to Campy. 82 to Campaneras. Campaneras swings the bat. Lofts it out to center. Coming in, making the catch is Dykstra. 2 down. And here comes Reginald Martinez Jackson, right fielder. Jackson, left-handed batter, reaches safely 0 through 38. Gooden nods his head. The pitch to Jackson, Mr. October. That's a 4. That's going to be a 0-4. And Reggie Jackson hits that ball deep down the left field line, and it's going to be off the wall. Jackson will have a 2-out double. So Jackson keeps the inning alive with a double. He's in scoring position. Now I'll bring up the third baseman, Sal Bando. Jackson just missed a homer and giving the A's a 1-0 lead. Bando, right-handed batter, reaches safely 0 through 36 against right-handed pitching. Gooden looks over his shoulder. Now in at the plate. The pitch to Sal Bando. 27 to Bando. And that's going to be a walk. First base is not occupied. Plus, he's a C-grade pitcher on the road, so it would have been a walk anyway. First and second. So Gooden hitting a little speed bump here after retiring North and Campaneras. Jackson doubles, Bando walks. First and second, 2 outs. 2 on for the clutch hitting Joe Rudi playing first base. Rudi, right-handed batter, reaches safely 0 through 33. Runners off on contact. Gooden takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The pitch to Joe Rudi. And he's going to come up big here. 69, Rudi swings the stick. Ground ball to third. Knight fires to Hernandez, and the side is retired. And the A's strand 2. So after 1, both teams have had an opportunity, and both teams have not scored. We go to the top of the second, scoreless here in Oakland. Due up for the Mets, Carter, Wilson, and Mitchell to face Catfish Hunter. Carter, right-handed batting catcher, reaches safely 0 through 30 against right-handed pitching. The pitch from Catfish. Catfish fires in a 49. Ground ball to Dick Green. Green over to Rudi. 1 out. Scoring at home 4-3. Carter grounds out to second. As Catfish Hunter jammed him. 1 out, no one on for the left fielder Mookie Wilson. Wilson, switch hitter batting lefty, reaches safely 0 through 34. Tenace wiggles the fingers. The pitch to Mookie Wilson. It's going to be a 16. And that's going to be a single. So Mookie Wilson slaps that fastball to left. Wilson definitely a base stealing threat. So 1 out, 1 on. Wilson, an ace stealer. And the stealing, I've modded my own because I play series. I don't play seasons. So I feel if the runner's going to go, he's going to go. There are, specific rules, but I kind of modded that to myself. So he reaches 0 through 77. Tenace -7 arm. He's going to go. Remember, Backman, Dykstra stole a base in the first inning. So he's safe 0 through 70. And he is safe 37. So the Mets need to win to stay in. Second stolen base by the Metropolitans. Wilson's at second, 1 out for Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell playing short. Needed the pop in the lineup. Reaches safely 0 through 32. No score. Wilson takes his lead. Tenace looks towards second. Now picks up the sign behind the plate. The pitch to Kevin Mitchell. 3-37 to Mitchell. Swing and a miss. Got him on the breaking pitch. 2 down. That's a big strikeout for Catfish Hunter. Wilson will be off on contact. He is a fast runner. And here's Hojo, Howard Johnson, the designated hitter. Batting lefty, he's a switch hitter. Reaches safely 0 through 32. Hunter again looks to second. Now peeks towards the plate. Tenace sets a target. The pitch to Hojo. Hunter fires in a 62. Johnson swings. Ground ball to first. Rudi waves off. Hunter takes it to the bag himself. And the Mets squander a runner in scoring position. So once again, Jim Catfish Hunter pitches out of a mini jam. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here in Oakland. A's lead the series 3-1, looking to close it out in Game 5. Due up in the bottom of the third for the A's, Tenace, Washington, and Alou. If anyone gets on, Dick Green. Back out on the mound, Doc Gooden. Here's Geno Tenace. Catcher, right-handed batter. Reaches safely against right-handed pitching, 0 through 36. The leg kick and the pitch from the Doc. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. 65. One hopper back to Gooden. Gooden flips to Hernandez. 1 out. Scoring at home 1-3. That'll bring up the center fielder Claudel Washington, left-handed batter. Reaches safely 0 through 31. Gooden deals quickly to Washington. 61. Washington swings the stick. Ground ball to Backman. Backman over to Hernandez. 2 down. 2 ground balls, 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Jesus Alou, left fielder. 0 through 25. He reaches safely against right-handed pitching. Alou digs in that right-hander's batter's box. The windup and the pitch. Gooden fires in a 30. Swing and a miss. He blows the fastball as Alou chases high and away. 1, 2, 3 go the Athletics. We go to the top of the third. Scoreless here in Oakland. A's lead the series 3-1. Due up in the top of the third. Knight, then the top of the order. Dykstra and Backman to face Jim Catfish Hunter. Here's Ray Knight, third baseman. Right-handed batter reaches safely 0 through 30. The pitch from Jim Catfish Hunter. 38. Strike 3. Breaking pitch. Knight could not pull the trigger. Second strikeout for Catfish Hunter. 1 out. Top of the order. Top of the third. Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra walked and stole a base but was stranded at third in the first. The pitch to Nails. 26 to Lenny. And Lenny Dykstra will single. So Lenny Dykstra jumps all over that first pitch fastball. And he slaps the ball to right. And again, he is definitely a base-stealing threat. And with 1 out, he is going to go. He reaches safely 0 through 73. There goes Dykstra, and he is safe once again. Another stolen base for the Metropolitans. One out. Dykstra is in scoring position for Wally Backman. Backman also walked. Forced out at second on a fielder's choice. Hunter looks over his shoulder. Now in at the plate. The pitch to Wally Backman. And that's a 0-0 for Backman, which would be a double. But again, A-plus pitcher turns that into a walk. So it would have knocked in a run. Is a walk. Second time Backman has walked in this game, so he has no official at-bats. He's been on base twice, but there's where that A-plus pitcher grade comes in. 1 out, 2 on, and Hunter's got a pitch out of a jam once again, hoping for the double play ball. He's got the slow-footed first baseman Keith Hernandez at the plate. Hernandez digs in that left-handed batter's box. Reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1. Tenace pounds the mitt, sets the target. The pitch to Keith Hernandez. That's a 4-57. 57. Hernandez will hit the ball to second. They try to turn 2. They will not. So once again, it'll be 2 outs and first and third. As once again, Backman is out on a fielder's choice by Keith Hernandez, and it goes 4-6. 57. 6-4, excuse me, 6-4. This time 6-4. So Hernandez reaches on another fielder's choice. Dykstra advances to third. So first and third, 2 outs, deja vu all over again. And here comes Darryl Strawberry, a chance for redemption. Last time Strawberry was in this situation, he banged into an inning-ending double play, 4-6-3. Actually, 2 outs, excuse me, 2 outs. Because Knight struck out to lead off the inning. So 2 outs, 2 on, runners on the corners, the pitch to Strawberry. And that's going to be a 60. Strawberry, big swing and a miss. He chased the high cheese. And once again, the Mets strand runners. We go to the bottom of the third. That's the third strikeout for Jim Catfish Hunter. He has pitched out of 3 jams, to the delight of the A's fans here at the Oakland Coliseum. Due up for the A's, Green, then the top of the order, North and Campaneras. Another squander for the Mets, and those come back to haunt you. Remember, Hunter won Game 2, and now looks to close off the series here in Game 5. Here's Dick Green. First at-bat of the game against Doc Gooden. Green, right-handed batting second baseman. Only batted .213 in 1974. Reaches safely 0 through 27. The pitch from Gooden to Green. 97. Line shot right at Hernandez. Green hit it on the screws, but right at the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. 1 down. Top of the order, Billy North. North 0 for 1, grounded tonight at third. The pitch from Gooden to North. 5, and that's going to be a 0-8 for Billy North. North slaps that fastball to center. So Billy North is on. He's 1 for 2. He's definitely a base-stealing threat, but he's only a 0 through 66, but Gary Carter has a horrific arm of a +4. So that's going to be 0 through 70. There goes Billy North, and Billy North just gets in there, a 66. Wow. Mitchell makes the Backman makes the tag. Backman squawking at the umpire, but North gets a stolen base as the A's give the Mets some of their own medicine back. 1 out, Billy North in scoring position for Bert Campaneras. Here's the pitch to Campy. Campy is 0 for 1. He flew out to center. That's a 3, and that's going to be a 34 for Campaneras, and that is a walk. So first and second with 1 out. First and second, 1 out. We'd like to welcome to the ballpark Super Bowl tournament, Tenacious Strat, Clinton Parks, and Bears Den 007. I'll bring up Reginald Martinez Jackson. He just missed a homer as he swatted one down the left field line that hit the wall. He had a 2-out double in the first. 1 out, 2 on. The pitch to Mr. October. Gooden kicks and fires to Jackson. 22. How do you do? 22 will be a positive defensive roll. So if it's a positive defensive player, he will rob Jackson of the hit. 72. That ball's hit to the shortstop. And Mitchell is a neutral defender, so that ball's going to go into left field. So a single to left. 72. Jackson singles to left. Even number. They're gonna take a shot and try to throw out North. North's a fast runner. Even number, he has the opportunity to take 2 bases. The ball's hit to left. Alou puts a charge on it. He has a weak arm. Needs a 0 through 5. And he gets it! Holy cow! Holy cow! The weak-armed Jesus Alou comes up firing a gust of wind. I'm sorry. He's out anyway, whoever. The ball is hit to left. Mookie Wilson, who has a weak arm. Wilson comes up firing, and they throw out Billy North at the plate. Second time Mookie Wilson has thrown out an athletic at the plate in this series. So it is Mookie Wilson. Unbelievable. We needed a 0-5. We rolled a 0-4. So Billy North is gunned out at the plate. Again, a big gust of wind. But it was a good charge that Mookie Wilson put on and an accurate throw as Carter made the tag. So that's going to be 7-2 there. 2 outs. Campaneras at second. Jackson denied an RBI. The A's denied the lead. Jackson now 2 for 2. Unbelievable. So 2 outs, 2 on. Here comes Sal Bando. He walked his first time up. Will Bando come through in the clutch? Gooden takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. The pitch to Sal Bando. 65 to Sal. Bando swings. 1 hopper to short. Mitchell fires to Hernandez, and the side is retired. Unbelievable. Mookie Wilson keeps the game knotted at 0 by throwing out the speedy Billy North at the plate. Top of the 4th, no score. If the A's win, it is over. If the Mets win, they go back to New York for Game 6. Another runner thrown out by Mookie Wilson. Unbelievable. That's Pine Tar baseball, my friends. Pine Tar baseball. Due up for the Mets in this scoreless game, an elimination game. Carter, Wilson, and Mitchell to face Jim Catfish Hunter. Gary Carter, 0 for 1, grounded to second. The pitch to the Metropolitan catcher. Catfish Hunter tosses up a 32. How do you do? Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Ball hits the dirt. Tenace tags out his counterpart, Carter, and that's 1 down. 4th strikeout for the Catfish. And here comes Mookie Wilson to the boos of the Oakland A's fans as he threw out Billy North at the plate. Wilson singled and stole the base. He's 1 for 1. Hunter nods his head. Tenace sets the target. The pitch to Wilson. That's going to be a 19 for Mookie Wilson. And there he goes again. That's a single. This time he slaps it to left. Oh, 19. Infield hit. Infield hit. If the runner is slow, he is thrown out. Wilson is not slow as Campaneras just eats the ball at short. A number past the mound. That's an infield hit. Infield single. So there's Mookie Wilson, 1 out at first base. He's going to go. Wilson 0 through 70. There's the throw down by Tenace, and Wilson gets his second stolen base. And now, because it says twice per series, I'll just do it twice per game. And both Wilson and Dykstra, well, we'll play it by ear. As I keep going back and forth with the stolen base rules here. Hello, MP Fox. Hope all is well. So Wilson at second. No score here. Top of the fourth. 1 out. That brings up Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell struck out his first time up. Hunter nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Kevin Mitchell. 47 to Kevin Mitchell. Swing and a miss! Breaking pitch. Fooled badly. Second time Mitchell's gone down via the K. 5th K for Catfish Hunter. Hunter has really bared down with runners in scoring position. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Howard Johnson. Here's Hojo. Hojo grounded hard to first. 2 outs. Wilson will be off on contact. Fast runner should score. Hojo awaits the Hunter offering. Pitch homeward bound. 82. How do you do? Hojo lifts the ball out to right. Jackson going back a bit. Makes the catch. And the side is retired once again. Jim Catfish Hunter denies the Metropolitans. The Mets have put runners in scoring position every inning, but have yet to cross a Met across the plate. Bottom of the fourth, scoreless here in Oakland. A's lead the series 3-1. If they win, it's over. It will be Rudi, Tenace, and Washington to face the Doc, Dwight Gooden. Oops. Here's Joe Rudi. Still only the second time through the lineup. So Gooden still a C-grade pitcher that has not come into play yet for Gooden. And it has saved Catfish Hunter his A-plus grade quite a few times. Rudi 0 for 1, grounded to third. The pitch from Gooden to Rudi. 47 for Joe Rudi. Swing and a miss. He tied him up inside fastball. Second strikeout for the Doc. Again, Gooden has automatic strikeouts on 55 and 77. Those were not automatic strikeouts, though. Here comes up Geno Tenace. He's homered in the series. He's 0 for 1. Gooden deals quickly to the athletic catcher. Tenace, 24 to Geno. 24. And that's a base on balls. Good job by Tenace. Works Gooden for a walk. One out, one on. Tenace, a slow-footed catcher. Now bring up the center fielder, Claudell Washington. Washington grounded to second. He's 0 for 1. Mets hoping to turn 2. The pitch to Claudell Washington. Gooden fires in a 53. Washington. Hard hit ball to first. 53. This could be a double play ball here. Ground ball to first. No, they will only get the lead runner. We needed the white die to be a 2. It's a 3. Anywhere else, that's a double play ball. Well, except for third also. So Tenace is out. As it goes Hernandez to Mitchell. The return throw not in time to get the speedy Claudell Washington. So 2 outs. Fielder's choice, 1 to 6. Washington now at first. He is fast, but not a good base stealer. Only a 41, so he's staying put. And here comes Jesus Alou. Alou was a strikeout victim. 2 outs, runner at first. The pitch to Alou. And he's not going to be skipping to Alou, my darling. 41. Ground ball, Backman. Backman to Hernandez. The side is retired. We have a pitcher's duel here. We go to the top of the fifth. Still scoreless here in Oakland. A's lead the series 3-1. This is game 5. Due up for the Metropolitans in the top of the fifth. Knight. Then the top of the order, Dykstra, Backman. And if anyone gets on, Keith Hernandez. Mets have had their opportunities, have not capitalized. They've put runners in scoring position the first 4 innings, and Jim Catfish Hunter has reeled himself out of jams. So here comes Ray Knight. Again, Catfish Hunter at home is an A-plus pitcher all the way through the game as long as he stays in there. Gooden, we're coming up on his 3rd time through the lineup, so he'll go from a C grade to a D grade. Knight 0 for 1, he struck out. The windup and the pitch from Hunter. He fires in 0-2. Knight jumps all over that pitch. He jumps on that fastball, sends it down the right field line, and it's going to be off the wall. A leadoff double for Ray Knight. And once again, the Mets have a runner in scoring position. Knight claps his hands at second. He's now 1 for 2. He's a slow-footed runner. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Will they bunt Knight over? Will they let Dykstra hit? Dykstra has walked, singled, and stolen a base. Backman on deck. I think you got to let Lenny hit with that 295 average. So sacrifice hit chance, 0 through 76. You know what? They're going to let Lenny hit. The pitch to nails. 6-33. What will it be? We shall see. Is a 33? Nope. Okay, just want to double check. So a 33 off the Dykstra card is a walk. So Dykstra's on first base, not occupied, so it is a walk. Dykstra's now still 1 for 1, but he's been on base all 3 times as he's walked twice also. First and second, no outs, sets up the double play ball, and boy, does Jim Catfish Hunter need that. Here's Wally Backman. Backman has walked twice. Will Backman sacrifice? Only a 0 through 59. He's going to swing away. Hunter going to try to keep this ball low, looking for the double play ball. He's not going to get it. That's a 28. And that's a single. So Wally Backman on the 28, singles to left. And that's an even number. Knight is a slow runner, though. And he'll only go 90 feet and stop. Bases are juiced. Knight at first, Dykstra at second. I'm sorry, Backman at first, Dykstra at second, Knight at third. Here come the Mets. Tenace goes out to speak with Catfish Hunter. Met on the mound by Rudi and Bando. Meeting adjourned. The umpire comes up to break it up. Well, they're going to play for 2. They're going to play for 2. Here's Keith Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 2, 2 fielder's choice. No score. Top of the 5th. Let's see if Catfish Hunter has another miracle in that arm, or the Mets finally break through. The pitch to Keith Hernandez. 29, ball 4, but he's an A-plus pitcher. First base is occupied. 2-0 count. We do it again. 2 balls, no strike. Tenace pounds the mitt, sets the target. Hunter rocks and deals. 56. That's not going to be a double play, that's for sure. 56, ground ball, second base. They'll only get the middle runner. Scoring from third is Knight. 1-0 Mets. So Backman again is out. Dykstra advances to third. And Keith Hernandez is just hitting to his third fielder's choice. On the 56, he grounded the ball to second. But he picks up the RBI, beats out the double play ball. And you can credit Backman for going in hard. Campy couldn't get much of a return throw. And he has an RBI, so Hernandez knocks in the first run on a fielder's choice, and the Mets finally break through 1-0 top of the fifth. Knight scores. Dykstra to third. Backman's out. Hernandez is at first, and here comes Darryl Strawberry, who's banged into a double play and struck out. Runners on the corners, one out. Hunter hoping to induce the double play again. The pitch to Strawberry. That's a 6, and that's going to be a 95. Fly ball left field. Alou will make the catch. Dykstra is going to tag. $70 and under. He scores. 77, 88, 99. He's out. Anything else, he holds. It's a 22. Dykstra scores, and it's 2-0 Mets. Strawberry gets a sack and a ribby. Hernandez stays at first. Some glum faces here at the Coliseum now. 2-0 Metropolitans. They have to win to take this series back to New York. Sip of water. As RJL says, Mets, Mets, Mets. So Dykstra scores. Hernandez is at first. Strawberry's out. 2 away for Gary Carter. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. The windup and the pitch from Hunter. Hunter fires in a 72. Carter swings. Fly ball, right field. Jackson going back, reaches up and makes the catch. And the side is retired, but the Mets strike twice. And for Mets fans, that makes everything nice. 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Due up for the A's, Green, North, and Campaneras. If anyone gets on, Reginald Martinez Jackson. Back up on the bump, Dwight Gooden. So the Mets, with their fifth opportunity, finally plate 2 runners. 2-0 Mets. Here comes the light-hitting Dick Green, who lined out to first. And after Dick Green, Gooden's grade will go from a C to a D. The pitch to Dickie Green. 4-52. How do you do? Ground ball to second. Backman to first. 1 out. And here's Billy North. He's grounded to third. Singled. Stole second. Was thrown out at the plate by Mookie Wilson. On the single by Jackson. Keeping the game knotted at 0. Since then, the Mets, have scored 2. So Gooden's grade goes from a C to a D. The pitch to Billy North looking for his second hit. That's a 3. That's going to be a 52 to Billy North. 52. Ground ball to first. Hernandez has it. Underhand toss to Gooden covering the bag. 2 down. That's 3-1. And here comes Bert Campaneras. 1972 in the playoffs, he threw a bat at a Detroit Tiger pitcher and wasn't even kicked out of the game. Campy, 0 for 1. He's flown to center and walked. If he gets on, the tying run comes to the plate. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Gooden looks in. He rocks and deals to Campaneras. 18, and that's going to be a single. So Bert Campaneras singles to left as he pulls the fastball between Knight and Mitchell. Inning stays alive, and here's Reginald Martinez-Jackson. The tying run comes to the plate. Campaneras will not be stealing with Jackson at the plate. Jackson has doubled and singled. Again, denied a ribby when Wilson threw out the speedy Billy North. Carter goes out to have a word with Gooden. Now back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target, the pitch to Mr. October, Reginald Martinez-Jackson, and it's going to be a 43, swing and a miss! Gooden challenged him with the fastball. You could see Carter wanted it up high, and the inning is over. Gooden pumps his fist. We go to the top of the sixth, 2-0 Metropolitans here in Oakland. Mets hoping to get back to New York to play another game. Due up for the Mets, Wilson, Mitchell, and Johnson. If anyone gets on, Ray Knight. Wow. Gooden blew the heat right by Jackson. Back up on the bump is Jim Catfish Hunter. He's given up 2 runs. Was finally not able to pitch out of the jam in the prior inning. So here's Mookie Wilson. Wilson has singled twice, once infield variety, and he's stolen 2 bases. The pitch from Hunter to Wilson. 283. Wilson swings the stick. Shallow fly ball to center. Claudel Washington comes in, makes the catch, and Mookie Wilson's finally retired. He's now 2 for 3. 1 out. Here's Kevin Mitchell. He's struck out twice. The high leg kick and the pitch to Mitchell. That's a 0-4. Mitchell's not going to strike out this time. Mitchell sends that ball high and deep to left. And it stays in the ballpark. But Mitchell is at second. A 1-out double. Oh, he just missed a homer. So Mitchell's at second. A little milling in the Athletics bullpen now. And here comes Howard Johnson. Hojo's 0 for 2. Hunter and Tenace can't get on the same page. Now they're ready. Pitch homeward bound to Howard Johnson. 54 to Hojo. Swing and a miss! Fastball high and away. Big strikeout. And that's a 6K for the Catfish. So 2 outs. Mitchell at second. Mets have squandered a lot of games in this series, and they don't want to do that once again. Here's Ray Knight. He has struck out, doubled, and scored the first Mets run. Married to Nancy Lopez. I don't know if they're still married, but in '86 he was married to Nancy Lopez, the golfer. Tenace wiggles the fingers. Hunter nods his head. The pitch to Ray Knight. 134. Curveball. Strike 3. Great job by Tenace framing it. Knight doesn't like the call. That is K number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the side is retired. So Hunter back in the groove as we go to the bottom of the 6th. But the Mets still have a 2-0 lead. Due up for the Mets, Bando, Rudi, and Tenace. If anyone gets on, Claudel Washington. Gooden back up on the bump for the Mets. So far, 5 scoreless innings. Here comes Sal Bando. Bando's 0 for 1. He's walked and grounded to short. Gooden's ready to work. The pitch to Bando. 46 to Bando. Strike 3, inside corner fastball. Bando didn't like the call, but he turns and goes back to the bench. That is the 4th strikeout for Doc Gooden. Here's the first baseman, Joe Rudi. He's 0 for 2. He's ground to third and also was a strikeout victim. Gooden works quickly to Rudi. 25, and that's a derivative of 5, so we're going to go to the pitching grade, and that's not going to help the White Gooden, that's for sure. It's a single, but he's a D, so a single and a D grade turns into a double. C through E is a double. So that ball is struck to the gap on the 25 as it splits Wilson and Lenny Dykstra. So Joe Rudi, that's where the pitcher grade hurts. Either way, even if he was a C, it's still a double. So here come the A's. That's a double. Mets get some bullpen action up. There's no tomorrow. DJ is at the ballpark. Hope ball as well. 1 out. Rudi at second. Moderate base runner. Here comes Tenace. He's been clutch. He does have a homer in the series. 0 for 1 today. He's grounded back to the pitcher and walked. He's looking for something he can tee it high and let it fly. Gooden's ready to work. The leg kick and the pitch to Geno Tenace. That's not going to get it done. Good job by Gooden. That's a 76. Tenace. Hard hit ball to third. Rudi holds at second. Knight fires to Hernandez. 2 down. So it's going to be up to Claudell Washington. Washington 0 for 2. Grounded to second, reached on a fielder's choice. Gooden takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Claudell Washington. 40 again, derivative of 5. 40 would normally be a strikeout, but again, his grade is a D, so let's go and see what find on the chart. That's a walk. Oh, that's a killer. That is a killer. So had he still been a C, it would have still been a strikeout, but he's a D grade. Inning stays alive. Carter and Good not happy with that 3-2 call. Tying runs on base now. And Claudell Washington. Here comes Jesus Alou. And the Mets might have to, that pitching grade's going to kill them. Orosco, it's kind of early and he only goes 1 inning, but he's an A+. You have Rick Anderson. He's an A. They're gonna see if Gooden can get out of this inning. Orosco. Alou against Lefty, 0 through 31. Orosco has 2 automatic walks. They're gonna stick with Gooden right now. Moment of truth here for the doc. Moment of truth here for the doc. 2 outs, 2 on. Carter back behind the plate. The pitch to Jesus Alou. Can it be a hero? That's a 6. That's a 52. Ground ball to short. Mitchell backhands it. Fires low. Hernandez picks it out of the dirt, and the side is retired. Nice play by Kevin Mitchell. Doc Gooden points to Mitchell, points to Hernandez, and pumps his fist, and then points to the heavens. We go to the top of the 7th, 2-0 Mets. Mets want to take this back to New York for a Game 6. As Anderson and Orosco continue to warm, all hands on deck. Mets want to add to this 2-0 lead. It's Dykstra, Backman, and Hernandez to face Jim Catfish Hunter if anyone gets on Strawberry. Dykstra has walked twice, singled, stolen 2 bases, and scored. The pitch to Nails. Catfish fires in a 63. What will it be? We shall see. Hard hit ball to short. Campaneras up with it. Fires to Rudi. 1 out. First time Dykstra's been retired. He's now 3 for 4. Hunter's got to keep it a 2-run deficit. And here comes Wally Backman. Backman, 1 for 1. He's walked twice. And all 3 times on base have been out on a fielder's choice hit by Hernandez. The pitch to Wally. Hunter tosses up a 42. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Backman starts to run down to first. Tenace throws to Rudi, who steps on the bag, and they're 2 down. Another strikeout for Catfish Hunter. I believe that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ks for the Catfish. 2 outs, and here's Keith Hernandez, the fielder's choice machine. He does have a ribby, though. Beat out the double play ball. Hernandez digs in that left-hander's batter's box. Hunter nods his head. Tenace sets the target. The pitch to Keith Hernandez. He'll swing. 85. Sends it to center. Claudel Washington camping. Makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Mets. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Mets still lead 2-0. They must win to stay in. Due up for the Athletics. Green, then the top of the order, North and Campaneras. But will it be against Doc Gooden? That's the question. Gooden's Degrade has already befuddled him twice. As they couldn't wait to use him at home where he's a dominant pitcher. More of a dominant pitcher, excuse me. Orosco can only go 1 inning. Anderson's an A grade. He can go 2. They're going to stick with the doc right now. Hello, Alicia Kingston. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us at the ballpark. Do we stick with the doc? I think they would. I don't think they go to Rick Anderson. McDowell's grade is not good on the road. Again, pitching grade, very important in Pine Tar baseball with the home and away splits. He's a D. He's also a D. All right, so Dick Green's 0 for 2. He's lined out to first, grounded to second. The pitch from the Doc to the Dick. From Doc to Dick. Get it? It's kind of funny. Never mind. 0-4. Doc to Dick. And that's going to be a single. So Dickie Green singles. Turns the bat on that fastball. Singles to left past the dive of Knight. He's now 1 for 3. Dick Green, a moderate base runner. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Alicia. Again, hope all is well, my friend. Top of the order, Billy North. Billy North. Here comes the manager, Davey Johnson. Out to the mound goes Gary Carter. This could be it for Doc. Will they go to the lefty, Orosco, or will they go to the righty, Anderson? That Degrade's been a killer. Though he pitched out of it the last inning. Anderson's going to have to bridge the gap to Orosco. And That's it. That's it for Dwight Gooden. He can only win it. He can't lose it. Gooden goes 6 very good innings, but he's beginning to tire, and that Degrade is a killer. So Gooden, he's responsible for Green, who singled at first. Gooden went 6 innings, so we don't know if he's going to give up a run, but he cannot lose it. He can only win it. Gooden struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, and is responsible for Green at first. And we got to go with the A-grade pitcher here. You have to. Here's Rick Anderson. As he has his warm-up tosses. Green has a word with the first base coach. All right, so here's Billy North. Billy North will turn around, will continue to hit from the left side as Anderson's a right-handed thrower. A-grade pitcher for his 2 innings of relief. No automatic strikeouts or walks. Billy North, 1 for 3. Was thrown out at the plate by Jesus Alou on the single by Jackson. Green at first. Anderson hoping to induce a double play ball. The pitch homeward bound to Billy North. That's a 6. That's a 68. 68. Ball hit to third. They're going to get Green at second, but they cannot turn 2 as the speedy Billy North beats the return throw from Backman to Hernandez. 1 out. So good job so far by Rick Anderson. North reaches on the fielder's choice 5 to 4. Green is retired. Speedy Billy North at first base. He's already stolen a base. Carter with a +4, which would give North 70 and under. He makes it. He's going to go. And he gets it, 21. So that's his second stolen base. He's done for the game. That's the way we're going to play it, as we did that for the Mets. Another stolen base for Billy North. 1 out. North in scoring position for Campy, Bert Campaneras, who has walked and singled. Anderson peeks over his shoulder, bluffs the throw. Diving back is North. Again, Anderson back up on the bump. Again, peeks over his shoulder. Now he rocks and deals to Campaneras at the plate. 55. I don't think that's anything. 55, because he doesn't have any automatics. 50, it's going to be an out, though. 55, ground ball to second. And they cannot turn 2. They do get the lead runner. So North is out. We got a ton of fielders' choices in this game. As Campy reaches, because North was right on top of Kevin Mitchell when Mitchell tries to make the return throw. So that's a fielder's choice 4 to 6. 2 outs. Anderson 1 out away now from taking it to the top of the 8th. But here's Reginald Martinez Jackson. Jackson actually has a better chance of hitting a homer against left-handed pitching, so Orosco will stay in the bullpen. Though, is he an A+? He can only go 1 inning. So this is a moment of truth here. Can Jackson tie it up with one mighty swing? He has doubled, singled, and struck out. Anderson takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. He rocks and fires to Reginald Martinez Jackson. That's a 258. Ground ball to first. Hernandez races to the bag, steps on it, and the side is retired. Rick Anderson does his job. We go to the top of the 8th, still 2-0 Mets. As Anderson smacks his glove in delight. Here's Catfish Hunter. He had that one hiccup inning. In the 5th, he gave up 2 runs, and not that he was hit hard. Well, the double. Fielder's choice scored the first, and then a sac fly by Strawberry. So Hunter can possibly go 9 if he keeps it at 2 runs. Because starter allows 2 or less, gets +1. Innings, so he could go 9. And he'll be the definition of a tough luck loser. So here's Strawberry, followed by Carter and Wilson. Last time up, sac fly, 0 for 2. He's hitting a double play and struck out. The pitch to the Strawberry. 39 to Darryl Strawberry, and that's going to be a swing. Oh, wait a second. He's hit by the pitch. Excuse me. He is hit by a pitch. Didn't move out of the way of the curveball. So Strawberry at first, hit by pitch, which to me is not the same as a walk. And obviously first base not occupied anyway. So that's a huge insurance run at first. Strawberry, stolen base opportunity 69. Tenace would be to a 62. He's going to go. And he is out! Oh my lord, Tenace fires down, applying the tag as the second baseman, Dick Green. So Darryl Strawberry is thrown out. Stealing. 2-4. Great throw by Geno Tenace. 1 out. 0 through 62. We rolled a 94. Here's the pitch to Carter now with 1 out, no one on. And that's going to be a 32. Swing and a miss. Chase down and away. That's K number 9 for Catfish. 2 outs, base is empty for Mookie Wilson. Remember, he threw out Billy North at the plate in the 3rd inning to keep the game knotted at 0. Not known for his strong arm. He's thrown out 2 Oakland A's at the plate in this series. Wilson, switch hitter, batting lefty. Catfish nods his head. Tenace sets the target. The pitch homeward bound to Mookie Wilson. 5:57. Wilson swings. Ground ball to second. Green tosses to Rudi, and the side is retired. What started off as a promising inning with a hit by pitch by Strawberry, he's thrown out, then a strikeout, and a ground out. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 2-0. Metropolitans. A's will send up to the plate Bando, Rudi, and Tenace to try to tie things up and take the lead. Oop. Yep. Wilson made the last out, grounding to second. Okay. So Hunter really has pitched a heck of a game. He had that hiccup inning where he gave up the 2 runs in the top of the 5th. Now we're in the bottom of the 8th, and here's Rick Anderson trying to bridge the gap to Jesse Orosco. Bando has walked, grounded out, and struck out. Anderson deals to Bando. 5-20, derivative of 5. And that's a single, but A-grade pitcher. And a single. He's still going to get on base. It will be a walk. So it takes, had he been an A-plus pitcher, which when he starts, he actually goes from an A to an A+, but as a reliever, he's an A. So that's a walk. So Bando walks. Orosco continues to toss in the bullpen. Tying run comes to plate and Gene Tenace. Tenace has homered in this series. Can he do it again? I'm sorry, Joe Rudi. Tenace on deck. Rudi 1 for 3's ground to third, struck out and doubled. Anderson hoping to induce the double play ball. The pitch to Joe Rudi. 6-34 to Joe Rudi. This is going to be a fielding range play. So the red and white die would determine the fielder, and the blue die if it's an error. And it's going to be an error. So that's a 96 and a 1. Who's going to boot the ball here? The right fielder will boot the ball. So the ball's hit to right. Strawberry. Error chance of a 5, so 5 and under is an error. And that's a 1. Quickly racing as he nonchalants that. Dropping the ball, Bando advances to second. Rudi is at first on the E9. There should be 1 out, 1 on instead. No outs, 2 on. Bando at second, Rudi at first. And now, Gene Tenace comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's walked. And grounded out twice. This could be it for Anderson. The windup and the pitch. Oop, let's roll that one over. That's a 3-36. And he's hit by a pitch. The bases are juiced. Here come the A's. They're going to try to steal another game from the Mets. Mets have had horrible luck in close games. Except in game 1 when they went 3-2 in extra innings. That's the only game they've won. So Tenace is hit by a pitch. Bando goes to third. Rudi goes to second. Tenace to first. And that's it for Mr. Anderson. Error did not help. Now a hit by pitch. And they've got to go with no tomorrow to Jesse Orosco. And again, I will determine if Orosco will pitch another inning. Because I think they would keep Orosco in. So here comes Jesse Orosco. And he has quite a jam here. So Anderson pitched 1. Responsible for all 3 runners on right now. And we need a new color pen for Jesse Orosco. We're going to go with blue. Orosco takes his warm-up tosses. He's not been bueno in this series. Here's Claudel Washington. Lefty-lefty matchup. Washington actually has a better chance of getting on. 0-34. They'll play for 2. The pitch from Orosco to Washington. 5-44. We go to the rare play chart. Oh boy. Roll again. 71. All right, let's see what the 71 is. Batter tries to check his swing, but is called out on strikes. Oh boy, that came in handy. As Washington argues the call, but to no avail, you are out. So Orosco strikes out. He thought he held up, but he did not. The man in blue puts the right arm up. 1 out. That's huge. And here's Jesus Alou. Alou's 0 for 3. Let's take a look at our bench. I don't think we have a good bench with the A's. Though we have Herb, we're not taking any of those guys out, though. Herb Washington, the pinch runner. I actually have his baseball card. 0-33. Alou's 0-31. Angel Mcdowell. Nope. Ted Kubiak. Nope. Ray Fosse. Nope. Dahl Maxfield, the former Cardinal. Nope. Deron Johnson actually has a 0-3 home run against lefties, but only 0-24. Glenn Abbott's a pitcher. I mean, do we send up Deron Johnson and hope he gets a 0-2, 0-1, 0-3, 0-0 would not be a home run. Dick Green on deck. I'm going to save Deron Johnson for now. So Jesus Alou will hit for himself. Again, he'll reach against a lefty 0-31. Orosco has automatic walks, 55 and 77. But he's an A+, so you have to hit it twice. Because first base is occupied. Here it is. The pitch to Jesus Alou. No place to put him. That's a 5. Unfreaking believable. Had I brought up Johnson, it would have been a grand slam. Oh, Al. 0-1. That's still going to be a good result. That's a double, and we have a tie ball game. So Jesus Alou doubles on the 0-1 to center. He hits a deep over Dykstra's head. He leaps. Scoring from third is Bando. From second is Rudi. 0-1. Tenace will stop at third. So once again, the A's have just taken a possible victory away from the Metropolitans on the double by Jesus Alou. Had we put Deron Johnson in, and I have his card right here, it would have been a grand salami, because I said he has a home run 0-3. But Alou does come through in the clutch and ties the game up with a double. And you can hear the Mets fans groaning from New York. Another close game shot to poop. Those runs will be charged to Anderson. He's still responsible for Tenace at third. Gooden can't win it now. No decision for the doc. As Bando and Rudi score. How big was that error? That was another costly by Strawberry. So it's 2-2. Unbelievable. Mets just has had horrible luck in these close games. Bando and Rudi score. Tenace is at third. 1 out. Alou stands at second. He just knocked in 2. And here's the light-hitting Dick Green as RJL says it. Is exactly. At least I didn't go with Deron Johnson. It would have been 4-2. All right, 1 out. You're going to stick with Orosco here. Green. Man, everyone else on the bench is a horrible second baseman. But do we go to Deron Johnson? Green 0-22. Deron Johnson 0-24. Though Ted Kubiak's error chance is better. He's only a 2 error chance. But he's a negative fielder. I think you got to go with Deron Johnson here. And then Ted Kubiak will come in. Let's put Kubiak here. So I think we're going to pinch hit Deron Johnson. And Kubiak will come into play second. So here's the pinch hitter. For Kubiak. In the bottom of the 8th, it's going to be Deron Johnson, who went on to play for the Red Sox in, was it 75? And then Kubiak will come in. To play second. And he's a negative fielder when it comes to range. It's going to be Kubiak. Though his error chance is only a 2. And E2 is a moderate runner. All right, let's just put that card. We'll just leave that here. Here's Deron Johnson. Dick Green's out of the game. Go ahead, run at third. Only one out. You got to play the infield in here. Got to play the infield in. That's a killer. That fly ball that Strawberry dropped. So here's Deron Johnson, infield in. God forbid we have to read that rule. But the infield is in. Deron Johnson, first plate appearance in this series. Orosco, the lefty, will deal with Deron Johnson, the righty. He reaches safely 0 through 24, but that 0 through 3, that's what we're looking for. Here's the pitch from Orosco. 3:38. He strikes him out. Had we stuck with Dick Green, it would still be a strikeout. So Deron Johnson goes down via the K. Second K for Orosco. And here's Billy North. 2-2 ball game. Rowley Fingers is not available in this game. He pitched 2 innings last game, per the rules of Pine Tar. Can North give the A's the lead and possible victory in the series? Orosco takes a deep breath. Tenace takes a short lead from third. Alou, a short lead from second. They'll be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Billy North from Jesse Orosco. That's a 1. That's a 44. We already went to the rare player chart, so you can't do that again. 44. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. So Orosco does strike out the side, and that error was a killer. That would have been 1. Hit by pitch. The double still is going to knock in 2 runs. Might not. Tenace is a slow runner. So Orosco strikes out the side, but we're knotted at 2. We go to the top of the 9th, and Catfish Hunter has a chance to win it. All right, so Tenace and that. Alou. Deron Johnson pinch hit, struck out. Kubiak will come into play second. North struck out. Campaneras will lead off the bottom of the 9th. Here we go, folks. Another close one with Pine Tar Baseball. Great team set. This is a really fun game and a very fun set. Coming out for his 9th inning of work is Jim Catfish Hunter. 2-2. He'll face Mitchell Johnson tonight. Here's the pitch to Kevin Mitchell, who is 1 for 2. He's doubled and struck out twice. And that's a leaner. That's a 5. And that's a 20. So that's a better result, except it's a derivative of 5. So a 20 to Kevin Mitchell would be a walk. But Hunter is an A-plus pitcher. And that is a strikeout. Another K. 3rd time for Mitchell. And that is the 10th strikeout for Hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Ks for the Catfish. As he gets the call. 1 out. Top of the 9th. Here's Hojo. Johnson is 0 for 3. Do we look for that Lee Mazzilli magic? Zero through 37, Danny Heap. Hearn, 0 through 35. Tuffle. Ugh. Lee Mazzilli against righties, 0 through 45. Lee Mazzilli's going to pinch hit. for Howard Johnson, who's 0 for 3. So here comes Lee Mazzilli in the 9th. And he'll stay in to be the DH. All right, so Hojo's done. Mazzilli needs to get on 2-2 ball game. Tenace goes out to have a word with Hunter, how they'll deal with Mazzilli. Now back behind the plate. The pitch to the once called movie star handsome Lee Mazzilli from Catfish Hunter. That's a 2. That's a 40. And base on balls, except A-plus pitcher. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11. Hunter is dealing. That's where that pitching grade comes in so important. And I'll bring up Ray Knight, the third baseman. Knight, 1 for 3. Struck out, doubled, and scored, and struck out. Hunter looking to strike out the side. 11 Ks, looking for 12. A's fans on their feet. He rocks and deals to Ray Knight, husband of Nancy Lopez. 5. That's a 57. Hunter tosses one up. Ground ball to Campaneras off the bat of Knight. Over to Rudi, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 9th. If the A's can plate one, this series is over. They will win it 4-1. If not, we're headed for extras. Oops. Knight. So it's going to be Campaneras, Jackson, and Bando. Orosco pitched his inning. I think they would leave him in. I know, and I think that's what we're going to do. And then if we go extras, he will not pitch the 10th. I don't even know who's halfway decent here. Neiman. I mean, I guess they'd go to Roger McDowell. He's a D grade, though. Again, A+ at home. Doug Sisk. Oh, my God. Used to make me sick when I watched the Mets. When he was on, he was pretty good, but ugh. And, you know, since it's an elimination game, starters are available. So Ron Darling. We're going to let Orosco pitch another inning because I think that's what they would do. And so, we're, again, I think they would let Orosco pitch another inning. Here we go. A's need 1 to win the game and the series. Here's Campaneras, 1 for 2. He's walked, singled, and grounded into a fielder's choice. The pitch from Orosco to Campy. That's a 5. That's a 64. Campaneras swings the stick, grounds it to short. Mitchell over to Hernandez. 1 out. 2 outs away from extra innings. And here comes Reginald Martinez-Jackson. Will he pull? Was it 1977 walk-off homer to win the World Series? Chambliss had the 76 to beat the Royals in the pennant. All right, can Jackson walk it off here? He doubled and singled. Then he struck out and grounded out to first. 2 for 4. Mr. October's ready. Lefty-lefty matchup. The leg kick and the pitch from Orosco. That's a 5. That's a 14. And Reginald Martinez-Jackson will single as he pulls the fastball to right, past the dive of Backman. Now 3 for 5. Winning run at first. Jackson, a moderate runner. Would you dare to take out Jackson and bring in the pinch runner Herb Washington? I say no. So Jackson, the winning run at first. Here's Sal Bando. Bandos walked, grounded to short, struck out, and walked and scored in the bottom of the 8th uprising, in which Orosco struck out the side but gave up the double to Jesus Alou. 1 out, 1 on. Bando ready to grip and rip. The pitch from Orosco. That's a 3. That's going to be a 61. Bando swings. That's going to be a double play ball. 6-4 to 3. We're going to extra innings. As it's Mitchell to Backman to Hernandez. Because the 1 with a runner at first, ground ball to short, 0 through 3, is a double play ball. Orosco claps his mitt. Mets stay alive, at least for 3 more outs. We go to the 10th, which means the pretty pitchers will go away. And that's it for Catfish Hunter. He's done. So Hunter, all right, we'll get that all situated in a second, but now extra innings, folks. What a way to come back to streaming. I got to go here to here and click unhide. We are prepared for extra innings. Top of the 10th. Now, Hunter can stay in the game for 1 more inning, but as soon as he gives up a runner, he has to come out. And that's what we're going to do. Remember, Rowley Fingers is not available. We'll go with Paul Blatt. So Hunter, again, he can stay in for another inning, but if he gives up a base runner, regardless, hit, error, walk, anything, he has to come out of the game. Oh boy, another exciting game in this series. Mets have lost. They only won the first close one, then they lost the next 3. Can they pull it off here on the road and take it back to New York 3-2? Hunter will face Dykstra, Backman, and Hernandez. The pitch to Lenny Dykstra. A 5. That's a 50. Ground ball to first. So that's a ground out, and the ground out on an A+ is a strikeout. Another K for the Catfish. And I believe that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Catfish Hunter with 12 strikeouts. Here's Wally Backman. The pitch to Backman. 0-4 for Backman. That's a double. So Wally Backman doubles as that gongs off the center field wall. And that's going to be it for Catfish Hunter. Second hit for Backman. Go ahead run at second. Holy cow. I got to take Hunter out now because he's given up a base runner. So Backman is at second. And there goes Hunter. And here comes Paul Blatt. He's good for 2 innings, and he's an A+ pitcher, whether away or at home. Rowley Fingers not available. Holy poop, we got to come up with a pitcher for the Mets next inning. So Jim Catfish Hunter, 9 1/3 innings. So far, he's only given up 2 runs. He's responsible for Backman at second. That's the go-ahead run here in extra innings. He struck out 12. Lynn Blatt, lefty. No automatic strikeouts or walks. Good for 2 innings. A+ pitcher. Lefty-lefty matchup against Keith Hernandez. First base open. The pitch to Hernandez. 0-6 to Hernandez. And that's a single. So Hernandez rips a single on the breaking pitch to left. And it's an even number, and Backman is a moderate runner. He's going to try to score. Even number, moderate runner takes 2 bases, but The A's have an opportunity to throw them out. Will they go up? Oh, I got to put Lynn Blatt down. All right, so Lynn Blatt. So again, Lynn Blatt is greeted with a single, however you say his name, Lynn Blatt. The ball was hit to left. Alou has a weak arm, so again, 0 through 5. And Backman scores easily. And the Mets take a 3-2 lead. On the clutch single by Keith Hernandez, he's knocked in his second. The other one was on a fielder's choice when he beat out a double play ball. And the Mets are up 3-2. Backman scores. 1 out. Hernandez at first. Here comes Darryl Strawberry, another lefty-lefty matchup. Lynn Blatt has to keep it a 1-run deficit. Tenace sets a target. The pitch to Strawberry. That's a 4. That's going to be a 49. Swing and a miss. Chased high and in. Two down. But the Mets, a lot of jubilation in that dugout. Now we need to pick a pitcher for them, and I think we're going to go with Roger McDowell. He's a D-grade, but I think that's who they would go to. We'll check it out. Gary Carter, let's see if Carter comes up with a big hit. He's 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. The pitch to the Metropolitan catcher, that's a 2. That's going to be a 31, and that's a walk. But first base is occupied, so it's a 2-0 count because Lynn Blatt is an A-plus pitcher. 2 balls, no strikes. We do it again. Pitch homeward bound to Carter. That's a 2. That's a 39. And he's hit by the pitch. Hernandez advances to second. Second Metropolitan hit by a pitch. Strawberry was the first one. You know, they didn't want to do that. So it's first and second, 2 outs for Mookie Wilson. Mets need all the runs they can get. Cannot blow this game or it's over. Wilson, 2 for 4, 2 singles, 1 of the infield variety. He stole 2 bases. He's flown out and grounded to second. Lynn Blatt, Wilson switch hitter, batting righty now. Lynn Blatt shakes off Tenace. That cannot be a good sign. Here's the pitch homeward bound to Mookie Wilson. 5, and that's not going to be a good sign. That's a 19, and that's another infield hit. Because Mookie Wilson is a fast batter. Campaneras throw not in time. Wilson gets his 3rd hit. Bases are juiced. Lynn Blatt in all kinds of trouble here, but he needs 1 out. And now he'll face Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell against lefties reaches safely 0 through 35. They're going to stick with Lynn Blatt. He takes a deep breath. A bead of sweat from his brow. The windup and the pitch to Mitchell. 3-2 Mets. That's a 4. That's a 25. Walk. Single, but A-plus pitcher. And that's going to turn into a strikeout. And the side is retired. He leaves them loaded, but the Mets do score 1. Had he been an A pitcher, it would have been a walk. But first base would be occupied. You roll again. If it happens again, then it is a walk. So the bases are left loaded, but the Mets push across that ever-important 1 run. And it's 3-2. As we go to the bottom of the 10th, the A's will send up Rudi, Tenace, and Washington. But against who? Against who? We have to find a pitcher for the Mets. As I agree with RJL, it would be McDonald, regardless of D-grade or not. Sometimes I don't do it that way, but what's it? You got Randy Neiman. I don't think they would go to Randy Neiman. So here comes Roger McDowell. That Degrade could be a killer. But they're going to go to Mcdowell. We'll go with RJL's call. I think that's who they'd go with also. And hope they stay off. The derivative is a 5. So the Mets go to their 4th pitcher. And I got to go to my 4th colored pen. McDowell needs 3 outs to send it back to New York and force a Game 6. 3-2 Mets. If they win, it'll be the identical score from Game 1 in the identical inning, except they were at home. Yeah, I think it was in the 10th when they won. Roger McDowell. D-grade pitcher. On the road, A+ at home. Again, Rowley fingers not available. He faces Joe Rudi, righty-righty matchup. McDowell's ready. The high leg kick and the pitch to Rudi. That's a 2. That's a 41. Swing and a miss. 1 down. Mets 2 outs away from taking it back to Shea. Here's Tenace. Mets get the ball back to McDowell. 3-2 lead. 1 out, bottom of the 10th. The pitch to Geno. 3. That's an 11. An 11. If it's a positive fielder, he'll rob Tenace of the hit. Mets, if you're a Mets fan, you want it either to Carter or Mookie Wilson in left. Those are their 2 positive fielders. It's a 57. And that's hit back to the pitcher. McDowell is a positive fielder. He snares the line drive, headed to center. He is a positive fielder. So, Tenace thought he had a single up the middle. Leaping is McDowell. He comes out of his pitching stance, leaps up, and snares the line drive. Lines out to the pitcher. What a play by Roger McDowell. Positive robs the single. So there are 2 outs. Unbelievable. 2 outs. And it's up to Claudell Washington. He's the tying run at the plate. No chance of hitting a homer. Does reach 0 through 31. On deck is Alou. His double tied the game in the bottom of the 9th. A's look to their bench. Looking for someone with any pop. Angel Mcdowell, 0-0-0-1 and 0-2. Claudell Washington could hit a homer due to that. If he hits a double and that's a D grade, that's a homer. So that's the only way he would hit a homer. He doesn't have a clean homer on his card. Three through 7. 25, 31. They're going to stick with Claudell Washington. They decide to stick with Washington. McDowell needs 1 more out. He's ready to work. He deals. The pitch to Washington. That's a 6. That's a 55. And that is nothing. The 55, because there's no automatic strikeouts or walk. That's going to end the game. 55, ground ball to first. Hernandez has it. Waves off. McDowell takes it to the bag, and the Mets win. The Mets win. The Mets win 3-2. Thanks to the clutch single by Keith Hernandez in the top of the 10th. Hernandez knocks in 2, makes the final play. The series goes back to Shea. The A's are up 3-2, but the Mets are still breathing. The winning pitcher will be Orosco. He was a pitcher of record before Mcdowell came in, so Orosco gets the win. Mcdowell the save, the losing pitcher, and what a tough luck loss it is. Backman had that big double after the strikeout. The losing pitcher is Jim Catfish Hunter, who went 9 1/3 innings. Lynn Blatt gave up the single to Hernandez, but it's Hunter who takes the loss. Wow, 3-2, another great game in this series. As RJL says, told you, McDowell could do it. And his pitching grade saved a single. I mean, his defense, he's a positive fielder. So another great game with Pine Tar Baseball. That was a lot of fun. I really do enjoy Pine Tar. I like to play Pine Tar and Strat. Those are my 2 dice games I like. I have many more baseball dice games, but those are the 2 I like. So a fun game. Hope everyone enjoyed it. 3-2. Went a little long, but it was a good game, and you got to savor your games. A's still lead the series as we head back to Shea 3-2. And now the pitching matchups kind of go towards the Mets now. It'll be Darling in Game 6. All right, thank you very much. Health and happiness. Stay safe. Be smart. Thank you for your time. God bless. Peace. Mets win 3-2, forcing a Game 6 back at Shea. A's lead the series 3-2.